watching the U.S. Marines NIBC Series. It's the final game of the day in LaPorte, Indiana at the LaPorte Civic Auditorium. IMG Academy from Bradenton, Florida, the number 6 team in the country, and Bishop Walsh from Western Maryland.
He's smooth and clever with the basketball. He combines size, shooting, and strength. He's 6'5", he's got broad shoulders, he's got a strong frame, and he's turned into a crunch time performer for IMG. Hit the game-winning basket against Montverde earlier this season. He's headed to play for Scott Drew at Baylor. And on the other side for Bishop Walsh, Travis Roberts, the most consistent player for Dan Preet. You can count on his jump shot, his decision-making ability, his leadership. He's got a beautiful stroke from the outside. And at 6'5", he can be a matchup problem with his face-up game. He's headed to Jacksonville State. He's going to score a lot of points in college. This young man has a deep stroke.
Jacksonville State in the A-Sun in Alabama. Roberts was 6 of 7 from threes. It's an interesting lineup for IMG with Walker as almost a small ball 5. There is no true big. Inside Walker, a gifted passer, out to Keon.
But he can score it. I think he's probably a better scorer than he is a shooter. But he's got long range on his jumper.
4th year as a program, but honestly, that's about Dan Preet's resume and the players he has coached, and he is trying to stay with it. Walker, the rejection from behind. Bradley, the spin, and the
Sampson works with him defensively. Be an All-American. Jaden Bradley, he saw the wide open
high school
space.
basketball in America, we just have not had it. That has not been the standard.
It's not that it shouldn't have one, economics included.
Mike Williams. Flipped by Bradley, doesn't fall. Williams in transition, 2-on-1, he does it himself. Roberts fires over George.
Lively's been good this year for West Town. He struggled in a couple of games, but his upside is
Mike Williams and Travis Roberts, 1-point lead over the number 6 team in the country. Eric Daly Jr. with the turnaround, 1978. Added basketball 21 years ago, and in pretty short order, they have
Praying
become.
For you, we love you. Keep fighting the fight. You are an inspiration.
We can't wait until Dickie V is back on the call later this season. Robinson with the layup for Bishop Walsh. Walker in the open floor. Walker.
That was a great decision by Jarris Walker.
Missed the layup. Behind the back, Bradley, and Batchelor fumbled it. Walker again in the paint. The scoop is underneath. Tough shot. Doesn't fall for Bishop Walsh, but the Spartans regain control. Dormu flips it to the corner.
They move the ball. The ball doesn't stick. It's a penetration, quick kick
on this team in the NIBC. 1 second on the shot clock. Got to try the lob and just put it up. And Williams does get it away. Almost banked it in.
See, Ted, having a shot clock, the whole unit had to react. Get a chance to play the game and not just hold the ball.
On the team that features Jet Howard and Eric Daly Jr. and Keontae George.
Travis Roberts up a little pick and pop, headed to Jacksonville State.
Back to Batchelor. 0 for 2 this trip down.
Off the rhythm dribble.
Walker, nice feed inside. Batchelor to a commit. It wasn't just Nate Oates. Floater no good. Roberts the follow. That doesn't drop. Walker the outlet feed. George the patience and the bucket. In the corner. George picked up the dribble. Into the post. Walker. Bradley, no look feed to Daly. Bishop Walsh can hold for the final shot. Leaner, goes in for T.J. Robinson. Oh, and banked in at the buzzer from beyond half court. Jarris Walker.
Jarris Walker recognized the short clock, and that's a shoot-around shot. You shoot those at shoot-around so you can make them. Mark that down as a Sports Center Top 10 nominee. Nice follow-through and form. Get it back.
IMG 3-1 in the NIBC coming in. Bishop Walsh at 1-3. Walker in the paint, giving it up. Bradley. Swinging around. Batchelor from the corner. That's money for Keontae George. The number 3 player in the senior class headed to Baylor. Now Walker pulls the trigger from 3 and he hits. Williams off target again. IMG has its largest lead. George. It bounces in from the mid-range. George is in double figures at any time, Paul.
Well, it's a combination of unselfishness, skill, and basketball IQ. Keontae George with the hard penetration, the turnaround, the flip. How about Eric Daly getting deep into the paint like LeBron James and then kicking it out for the three-point shot. It turned into a two-point. Really bust out of there.
Daly, the sudden move against Slanina in the post. Walker tip-up try. 15 points, 5 rebounds, and 6 assists for Jarris Walker.
Yeah, both of their bigs, their quote-unquote bigs, Daly Jr. and Walker, not only can they score in the low post, mid post, they can really pass.
Batchelor can really shoot most of the time. Air ball, Daly with the putback and the foul. Time for our player spotlight, brought to you by Chipotle. Yeah, bust out the grill. Put some of that chicken on there. IMG the big lead. Keontae George, number 3 player in the senior class, headed to Baylor. This is the most complex order of the night, Paul. Chicken burrito bowl, get the guac, get the corn. Tomatillo green salsa. I appreciate that. I'm a fan of the tomatillo. Little romaine lettuce, brown rice, pinto beans, off you go.
Games and other teams, IMG has that off-court chemistry, and it shines on the court.
Roberts drills the 3 for Bishop Walsh. Now with 10, he's got 3 threes tonight.
Bradley, Eric Daly Jr., other guys can step up and score in double figures.
Look at Walker handling on the break, and he scoops it in with the right. Again, you gotta love the ball movement for IMG, and it leads to the slam by Keontae George.
By IMG, Jaden Bradley whips it around. Keontae George violent at the rim. Could have got called for a taunt right there, but I love the catch, the sweep, and the punch. Tell you what, he's got 6 points in the last 10 seconds. And Keontae George, Ted, has not forced it in this game. You know, for a guy who likes to score a lot, he's recognized Jarris Walker was the hot hand tonight.
Offensive foul on Mikey Allen, and George making the play at the defensive end, taking the charge. Hutchinson open down low, off the floor.
Top 100 player, had a big game.
Hutchinson in the lane for
Listen to the tone, take away the message.
Batchelor freed up, and he knocks it down this time. Mike Williams III with the 3 ball, his first of the night. He was 0 for 5, and Bishop Walsh needs that. Strong move to the rim by Talon Manson, senior from Aldie, Virginia. Jaden
by number 24 for IMG, Michael Moore in that last possession.
Manson steps out and drills the 3.
Oh, Deuce, as you call him, has his feet set up
Wasn't
behind
all that long ago.
Well, it's up now.
Oh, look out, Jarris Walker. But it's 2 more for Walker, who's got 21.
to the next level. Jaden Shoot is an outstanding shooter. They have some quality depth with Christian Reeves, the 7-footer from Oak Hill Academy. I think he's going to be a really good player in time and with coaching and development. Kentucky, a little bit of everything. It doesn't have a point guard, but Jeremy Roach will still be there. #1 prospect in the class. He's at Kentucky right now. I mean, Ted, this guy's explosive. He's a 3-point shooter.
IMG up 72-55. William Patterson is our size. Really the only big of note in the lineup.
Yeah, you can see he's still learning how to move.
Gilkey's with the basket and the foul for IMG.
Gilkey said, let me take you on, big boy. Let me try to go by you with some quickness. I don't think Patterson thought he was gonna throw it.
Williams with the steal. And he lays it in. Established power in the NIBC Wasatch Academy. They're going to make it tough on teams moving forward. Gilkey's with the layup for IMG.
Come Geico Nationals.
George, the touch pass deflected with a minute to go. And TJ Robinson puts it in for Bishop Walsh.
And speaking of those three teams, Ted, you look at those three. La Lumiere was impressive today. Oak Hill is very good. I think Geico Nationals is wide open this year.
Again, 6 of the top 20 teams in America. We had to fit it in the final minute. If he's going to hit another 3, we just had to do it. Patterson, offensive rebound, blocked by Moore.
Impressive performance by IMG. Bishop Walsh was not an easy out. They played hard, they played together, they made some shots. IMG put their foot down in this game and walked away big.
IMG pulls away in the second half. Jarris Walker, a near triple-double. 21 points, 8 rebounds, and 8 assists for the future Houston Cougar.